After LinkedIn introduced PowerPoint assessment test, it became an extremely popular way to demonstrate your knowledge of Microsoft PowerPoint to potential employers. Welcome to online training for everyone. I'm about to show you how to pass Microsoft PowerPoint LinkedIn assessment test. I'll show you real test I undertook with the real assessment test questions and answers, demos, and explanations. I will also share with you some tips, tricks, and hacks on how to best prepare and pass the test. Please make sure to watch the entire video from the beginning until the end to test your knowledge of Microsoft PowerPoint, as well as to get ready for the test. Knowing answers to these questions helped a lot of people, and I'm pretty sure it will help you as well.
Let me tell you a little bit about myself. My name is Vadim Michalenko, and I have MBA and master's degree in computer science. I have been helping people for more than 25 years to get hired and find jobs. I have founded howtoanalyzedata.net website with only intent to help people get employment. This site helped a lot of people, and I'm pretty sure it will help you as well.
Please take a moment and click the subscribe button at the bottom of the screen to always get the latest questions asked on the tests, as well as to find out what works now to get you hired. If you learned something in this video and it helped you solve some of the challenges you had, make sure to click the like button to tell you that you enjoyed content like this and need more videos like this in the future. Also, feel free to share this video with others who might be looking for a job and would benefit from having this badge added to their LinkedIn profile. You can also ask me any questions. I'm happy to answer every question I receive. And now, let's go ahead and get started. Let's look at the question 1. Which arrow options choice will hide the mouse cursor when presenting, except when the cursor is moved? And there are 4 choices you can choose from: automatic, none of these answers, hidden, and visible. Which one do you think is the right choice? Let's look at the details of the question and what is being asked. For example, we have a one-slide presentation here. If I switch to the slideshow mode, which I did, and then I can just change the display settings to swap presenter view. Here on this presenter view, there's a pen and laser pointer tools options. And one of these options is the arrow options. By default, the automatic choice is selected, which hides the cursor unless the cursor is moved. There are 2 other choices, visible and hidden. So this is what this question is asking. Which option should we choose to hide the cursor? And the correct answer here is automatic, because it hides the cursor, and it hides it after 3 seconds of inactivity, but then resurfaces the cursor if cursor is moved. So that's the right choice for this question. One thing I wanted to point out is that LinkedIn doesn't give us the feedback if we answered question correctly or incorrectly. So I might be wrong in some of my choices. If you feel that I made a mistake, feel free to correct me in the comment section of this video. Thank you very much, and let's move to the next question. Now let's look at the question 2. You want your presentation to play continuously on the screen. What option must you set? And you have 4 choices: advance slides automatically, loop continuously until escape, use presenter view, and an advance slides manually. Which one do you think is the right choice? Let's look inside PowerPoint to see which one is the correct option. To set the presentation options, you need to navigate to the Slideshow tab and then click Set up Slideshow. Here you have multiple choices, but one of the show options is loop continuously until escape. And that is the right selection for this particular question. I'm going to select it and click OK. And then we'll go ahead and mark this question as complete and choose loop continuously until escape. Hopefully you've nailed this too.
A lot of students ask me, how can I learn quickly? Let's look at all different options based on recent scientific research.
One of the most effective ways to learn we recommend to our students is a mixed mode learning. You use a variety of different resources during mixed mode learning and alternate between them to ensure better comprehension of the material. For example, if you're trying to get ready for Excel assessment test, you can start by watching YouTube videos, then practice the steps in Microsoft Excel, read related topics in the ebook, and then experiment with a variety of questions during practice test. Now let's look at the question 3. When you create a new blank presentation, you begin with one blank slide. What is the layout name for this slide? Title slide, title and content, title only, blank. Which one do you think is the right choice here? In PowerPoint, when we select New and click Blank Presentation, The title slide type that is being selected is called title slide, because this looks exactly like the title slide in the Office theme. So the correct answer here is title slide. Hopefully you've got this question correctly. Let's select the right choice here on the screen and move to the next question.
One of the best ways to learn is try to test your knowledge periodically. I encourage you to participate in our daily question challenge.
Every day we post a new question in the community section of the channel. You have an opportunity to test your knowledge and validate your skills on the different topics. This is one additional reason to subscribe to the channel, because this way all the questions will be delivered to you automatically. Let's look at the question 4. A picture looks good in your slideshow, but pixelated when you print it. How can you fix this? There are 4 choices. Compress the picture and use the print 220 ppi resolution setting. Choice 2. Select best scale for slideshow, increase the picture resolution, and resize the picture to the original size. Choice 3. Remove picture compression. And choice 4. Change the printer property settings to print in a higher resolution. Which one do you think is right? Let's see if we can get to the answer in this question together. This is one of those questions where logical thinking is required. So I'm probably not going to guess the right answer, but I'll share with you my thought process. And if you have any better ideas, feel free to post your comments in the comment section of this video. So choice 1 is not the right choice because we already have picture pixelated, and if we compress it even more, then it's not going to get any better. So it's not going to impact printing on the positive side. So let's exclude choice A. Choice C, I would exclude as well, because if picture was compressed already, most likely we'll not be able to remove any compression. Most likely we got picture as compressed picture, and this option is simply not available. Choice B is very interesting. I'm not sure this is the right choice, because if we select best scale for slideshow, it's not going to impact printing. I'm not sure how can we change and increase picture resolution unless we bring in completely new picture into the slide show and into the PowerPoint. And resizing picture to its original size, I'm not sure how is that going to help either. So I'm going to go with choice D, but like I said, if you have any better ideas or better rationale, please share your thoughts in the comment section of this video.
Let me give you a couple reasons why you might consider subscribing to online training for everyone.
Knowing latest assessment test questions and answers helps you to get ready for the interview and assessment test and improves your job mobility. We share with you latest questions asked during the interview. You get access to the daily challenge question. You see questions and answers people posting in the comment section of this video, and you get access to other people's experiences. You also have opportunity to help other people by answering their questions. We have a community of great people already subscribed to this channel, and these people are here ready to help you with the challenges you are experiencing. Subscribing to online training for everyone is an exciting opportunity to get ahead in your career. Thank you for your time and consideration, and looking forward to have you as a member in this channel. Now let's continue and get you ready for the assessment test. Now let's go and look at the question 5. You have inserted a video on a slide and want this video to automatically start 2 seconds after the associated slide appears. How can you accomplish this? And our 4 choices: use playback timings, use animation timings, use animation triggers, or use video timings. Which one do you think is right? Let's see if we can get to the answer together. What you see here on the screen is the video file. You can start playing it manually, but that's not the goal. Our goal is to start playing this video automatically, after 2-second delay. To do this, we would need to add animation to this video. To do that, let's select the video and click Add Animation. Our animation type would be Play Type Animation, and it's going to start playing after previous. By default, if we click Start Slideshow, it will start playing right away. But this is not what we want, because we would like to add the delay here. So if we go back to Animation Settings, there is a delay setting here, and we can choose 2-second delay before start playing the video. So once we choose that, let's go and try it again. And if we hover the video, you see that it started playing automatically after 2 seconds. So the correct choice here is use animation timings. Hopefully you've got this right.
In addition to showing you questions and answers from the real test, I also have questions for you to answer.
Most of the videos on this channel have practice questions for you to answer. Please make sure to post your answers in the comment section of the video. This will allow me to validate your answer and give you the grade. Now let's continue and get you ready for the assessment test. Let's go and look at the question 6. You have a Word document you would like to import as an outline into a PowerPoint presentation. How should you format the text in your Word document that you would want to be the slide content? And you have 4 choices: subtitle, list 2, heading style 2, and content slide. Let's jump to Microsoft Word to get to the correct answer together. There are 2 styles in Microsoft Word that match the answers on this question. So we have a style of heading style 2, but the name does not exactly match. In the question, it's heading style 2, and in Word, it's actually heading 2. And we do have the style that matches exactly, which is subtitle. There's no content style in Word, and there is no list 2 style in Word. I'm going to go with exact match, which is a subtitle, but I'm not 100% sure here. So if you have any ideas or better selections, please let me know.
Can I ask you to do me a favor? If you know someone who will benefit from this material and looking for the job, please share this content with them. I really appreciate it. This will help them find the jobs quickly. Thank you very much.
Now let's continue and get you ready for the assessment test. Let's look at the question 7. When inserting pictures, how can you avoid distorting the picture if it is resized later? You have 4 choices. Use best scale for slideshow, lock the aspect ratio, compress the picture, and set the picture to be relative to its original size. Which one do you think is the right choice here? Let's jump to PowerPoint to get to the answer together. The best way to avoid distorting the picture in PowerPoint is to lock the aspect ratio. To do that, let's select the picture, navigate to the Format Picture. From here, let's go to the Size options. And in the Size option, there's a checkbox, Lock Aspect Ratio. So Lock Aspect Ratio, which is choice B here, is the correct choice for this question.
If you like the content, please give this video a big thumbs up. This tells us that you need more content like this, and we'll make sure that you get it in the future.
Now let's continue and get you ready for the assessment test. Now let's look at the question 8. What is not checked when you run Accessibility Checker? Reading order, grammar, missing alt text, and slide titles. Which one do you think is right here? First of all, you've got to love these negative questions. When you see the question with the not, it means that 3 answers are correct and 1 is not correct. So, and also you've got to love the questions for the features, especially for me. I never used Accessibility Checker. I kind of know that this tool exists in the office, and I think it helps to verify that document is ready for people with disability, but I've never used it. So let's look at the help real quick to see if we can find this, and then just use common sense, because I have no idea what the answer is. And like I said, if you guys know the answers to the questions, I totally can get it wrong here, but please help me and others to learn by posting the correct answer in the comment section of this video. So in Office, you can get help. Just navigate to any slide and press F1 button. In any Office application, including PowerPoint, that's the explanation and description of what Accessibility Checker is right here on the screen. Now, let's see. We just need to monitor the time to make sure that we're not going to run out of time. But it's just hard to see anything here. The article is big. So, okay, suggested alternative text. So it looks like it's checking suggested alternative text, which is good. So we know that it does check for alt text, going back to the question now. So let's just use common sense here then. So we have grammar. Probably checks for grammar, I would imagine, because there is an alternative way of checking for grammar. We know it checks for alt text. Slide titles, I would imagine it checks for those too. So let's pick reading order. I think that's the closest I could get. And like I said, if there's a better answer, please let us know.
Please make sure to check out available downloads in the description section of this video.
All links to the downloads are available in the description of this video. Please make sure to consider ebooks and practice files. And also consider premium resources that helped other people to get prepared faster. Now let's continue and get you ready for the assessment test. Let's look at the question 9. Which protect presentation option protects a presentation from accidental changes? And we have 4 choices listed. Always open read-only, add a digital signature, encrypt with password, or mark with final. Which one do you think is right here? Let's take a look inside of the PowerPoint. If we go to Info tab in PowerPoint, there is a Protect Presentation button. And there are 5 different options. always open read-only, and I think that's our choice. Prevent accidental changes by asking readers to opt in to editing. But let's look at other options. So we have encrypt with password, which would require password when opening the file. We also have restrict access. This is where you can grant people specific access. Digital signature, that's for integrity of presentation, to make sure it wasn't altered and came from the right source. That's what we're doing. And mark as final just tells people that it is a final version. So the correct answer here, I believe, is always open read-only, because it specifically tells that this is what it's designed for, to prevent accidental changes in the file. Hopefully you've got this one right too. Was kind of interesting choice for me. I didn't even know that this feature existed because I never used it, but I found the Protect Presentation option in the Info tab. Feel free to post your comments and your thoughts here, because there are a lot of cool new features in the latest version of PowerPoint, and we're learning as we're passing this test together. Now let's look at the question 10. Which 3 shadow properties can be adjusted in PowerPoint? And we have 5 choices listed here. But out of 5, we need to select 3. Focal point, depth, blur, angle, and distance. Which one do you think is right? Let's take a look right inside of PowerPoint. So if we go to PowerPoint and then select Picture, and then select Properties by formatting Picture, and we go into the shadow properties, you see that 3 out of 5 do exist here. We have blur here, we have angle here, and then we have distance. So whatever choice here allows us to select C, D, and E, which is the choice 3. So choice C allows us to select C, D, and E, and that would be the right choice for this question. And now let's look at the question 11. By what manner can you filter comments? By urgency, by author, by length, or by date? Which one do you think is the right answer here? Well, I'll tell you the truth, I am not 100% sure, but I'll take my best guess, and as always, we'll be looking for your help here in comments section of this video to make sure I got it right and make sure I'm giving everybody the right answers. So, the comment feature in PowerPoint, let's jump to PowerPoint. You can comment pretty much on any object, but you just add the information here right inside PowerPoint. So if I want to create a new comment, I was creating test comments here, and I'll create another one, test comment 3, right? There's no easy way to filter, but what I can see here, I don't even see any filter options. Let's look inside PowerPoint here. We don't pretty much have any comment option, but what common sense tells us, the only attribute that exists here is the author, right? Whoever author of the comment, I see that information. I don't see the urgency, I don't see the length, and I don't see the date. It shows a couple minutes ago. So I will go with the author, because that's, if multiple people comment here, you might be able to comment by author, but like I said, if you guys have better idea or better thoughts here, I'm probably missing some important features as well. Feel free to jump in and post your thoughts. Thank you very much. And let's move on to the next question. Let's look at the question 12. Almost there, just a few more questions. How can you change the appearance of a table in one click? Apply a graphic style. Right-click a table and choose New Style. Apply a cell style. Or apply a table style. Which one do you think is right here? Let's solve this challenge together. Let's jump right into the PowerPoint and click Insert Table to insert a table here in PowerPoint. And you see by default, table has some sort of style. But to change the style of the table with one click, you have multiple table style options. And when you click on this, it changes the style. And there are plenty of styles to choose from. So I'm going to go apply a table style, which is a choice D here. And hopefully you've got it right too. Let's look at the question 13. Which tab is the best for adding various types of objects to slides? Insert, View, File, or Animations? Which one do you think is the right choice here? I would guess it's an Insert tab. If we go to PowerPoint, it has so many different options of what you can insert into the slides. You can insert other slides, tables, images, illustrations, and a lot of other things. So let's just go with that choice as a default. I'm going to select Insert and go to the next question. Let's go to the question 14. Which statement about the compress picture commands is true? You cannot delete cropped areas. There is no option for print output. You can compress all images at the same time. You can compress only one image at a time. So which one do you think is right here? Let's jump to PowerPoint and select the correct choice together. So if we go and select the picture, which I'm going to do in this slide, we go to Picture Format here, and there is a Compress Pictures option. And the answer is kind of tricky because you see the option apply only to this picture, but if we unselect it, we can compress all images inside of this PowerPoint. So the correct choice here is you can compress all images at the same time. At least that's the one I'm going to select. And as always, if you have better ideas, feel free to post in the comment section of this video. And the last but not least question is almost always tricky. How can you change colors in your presentation all at once without changing the design? Apply a color template, apply a color theme, apply a color palette, customize the color fills. Which one do you think is right here? I would have to do some research to answer this question. So let's jump to PowerPoint and get to the answer together. So all of these choices, at least the one that should be valid, would be in the Design tab. So I am suspecting color template or color theme. The only area where this could be would be in the variants section. So if we jump to variants, we see colors here, and we see a lot of default color choices. And if we click Customize Colors, we see that there are some theme colors. So I will probably go with Apply a Color Theme, because here we can create our own custom color theme and use it for this particular presentation. But as always, I'm open for suggestions to make sure we got all these answers correctly. So let's go ahead and select Apply a Color Theme, and let's see if I passed. Oh, wow, excellent. I have passed the test. I'm very excited. Now I'm just going to enable my badge, new badge, Microsoft PowerPoint, and proudly display it on my LinkedIn profile.
Thanks for watching. I encourage you to check out our daily question challenge in the community section of this channel. I also recommend that you check downloads in the description section of this video. Please also check out resources page on our website, howtoanalyzedata.net/resources. If you like the content, please give this video a big thumbs up. This tells us that you need more content like this. I would encourage you to share this video with other people that might be looking for the job. This will help them to get prepared and pass assessment test faster. Please consider subscribing and following this channel. We have a community of great people helping each other to get ready and pass the test. Please leave questions, comments, or suggestions in the comment section of this video. And all the best on your interview and assessment test. Thanks for watching.